Hi everybody, my name is Claire. I'm going to be your trip leader for the day. This is Steve over here. He's going to be the assistant trip leader. We've gathered you all on the beach before heading out on the water to do a safety briefing, and I just want to make sure I have everyone's attention because this is important stuff. Alright, so before you came down to the beach, all of you signed a waiver up at the lodge, and that's because there are some inherent risks to what we do, and I'll explain all of that in a moment. First, I'd like to go over our trip itinerary. So we're going to leave Temagami, we're going to paddle around 4 hours down to Bear Island, stop there for lunch, see how they make birch bark canoes, and then we're going to paddle back up to Temagami and have dinner in town. So 4 hours there, lunch, 4 hours back. That's how it's going to go. The main hazards that we're worried about while we're out there are, firstly, either falling out of our boat or tipping our boat. So what we're going to do if that happens is stay calm, stay with your boat, stay with your paddle, and either Steve or I will come and pick you up. If you're feeling uncomfortable, we can also swim to the nearest shore, and then we can bring your gear over to you because we're always going to be hugging the shoreline, so we're not too far away. Secondly is weather. If it starts to look nasty, if it gets too windy, or if a storm blows by, we'll just seek shelter on shore, wait for it to pass, and then head back out. The last thing that we really want to be looking out for are motorboats. We will be crossing 1 or 2 boat channels. So what we're going to do for those is stay in a tight-knit group with my canoe at the front and Steve's canoe at the back, and we're going to cross together as a unit so that the boats can avoid us. All right, next up is your personal protective equipment. Each of us has, we've given each of you a life jacket before we head out on the boats. We're going to make sure that those are fitted properly so they're not too big and they don't come up past your ears. And they will be worn at all times while on the water, so we're not going to take them off once. Great. What I need from you guys is to listen to myself and to Steve when we give you guys instruction, and make sure that you are protecting yourself with sunscreen and sunglasses, and that you have rain gear with you if you need it, and that we're drinking lots of water while we're out there. So if you ever need to stop for any of those reasons to reapply sunscreen or fill up water, just let us know and we'll stop. Another thing I'd like to add is if any of you have any medications or allergies, let myself or Steve know just before we head out on the water. We have a Pelican case that's waterproof, and we can keep your medication or allergy medication in there for you so you don't have to worry about it getting wet. All right. Lastly, I'd like to leave some time if there's any questions from any of you. And great, let's get all set up and head out on the water.